So, what inspired you to become a U.S. citizen?
Okay, so my family came from Italy in 1950. My father was the first one to come to the United States. At that time, the immigration laws did not favor anyone from the Mediterranean. So therefore, if we went on a list of people to come to the United States, we would have to wait forever. So your great-grandfather immigrated from Pacentro, Italy, and he went to Venezuela. In Venezuela, he became a Venezuelan citizen, and then at that time, they allowed people from Venezuela to come to the United States. So then he came to the United States. Once he was in the United States, he was permitted to have his family come to join him. And that's when we all came to join him in 1952. So at that time, I was 8 years old. But of course, I couldn't apply for citizenship because it's not considered that I was of majority. Mm-hmm. So I waited until my parents became citizens after they were here for 5 years. I had to wait until I was 18 years old. So at 18 years old, I applied for citizenship. I went before a judge. He asked me a ton of questions, and thank heaven that I was able to answer everything. And so I received my citizenship papers when I was 18 years old.
That's so
and
awesome.
The good part about that, the excellent part about that is that the City University of New York would allow people to go to college for free if they were, one, citizens, and two, if they had good grades. So I was able to go to college for free because, one, I was a citizen, wow, and two, I had good grades to get into City College, which at that time was called, I love this, the poor man's Harvard. Because it was difficult to get into, but excellent teachers, wonderful courses, and I was very, very fortunate. And because the other bad thing, which I didn't like, was I was left back 1 year. Because when I came from Italy, since I didn't speak English, they put me back a year. So I was devastated by that. So when I went to college, I doubled up on all my courses, and I got out of college in 3 years.
Wow.
Now, not a good thing because I had no fun. All I did was study. So my balance, everything in life is balance. Take your courses, do very well, but also have fun. That's what I have to say.
That's a very good answer. Next question. What steps did you have to take as part of the naturalization process?
Well, I had to submit my birth certificate. I had to apply to the court to be permitted to do that. And then I had to be on site and to be interviewed by the judge. And I do remember sitting outside and being very, very nervous because you had to wait to be called in. The judge was wonderful. He was an elderly man, and he was very kind and very sweet and asked all kinds of questions. And he asked me about what classes I was taking, about my friends, where I lived, and why did I want to become a citizen. And that's because I told him that we left our home in Italy, and the United States is our adopted home, and I want to be able to participate, and I want to be able to vote. And we couldn't vote at 18. At that time,
oh, really?
21.
Oh.
So did you?
Yes.
Okay. I will not ask you for whom, but that's a different issue because I respect your choices. What?
Next question.
Yes.
How would you describe how you felt about the process?
Well, I thought that everyone was very, very kind. I really appreciated the steps that we were given and how we were able to apply it very simply. And it was not difficult. And everyone was very kind. They just asked questions. They respected, and they gave us time. It wasn't as if peppering questions. They just asked a question, waited for you to give a thoughtful answer, and when you did, they went on to the next one. I was not intimidated. I was nervous, but not intimidated.
That's good.
Yeah.
So very
and the
comfortable.
other thing, too, is I felt my parents were citizens, and at that time, we didn't think in terms of, if I'm not a citizen, am I going to be thrown out of the country? That wasn't an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was a process in place, and we followed the process.
Very nice.
That's so cute. Yes, next.
Next question. How has gaining citizenship changed your life?
Well, I have become very, very, very involved. I feel very strongly about being a citizen. I feel that I'm very fortunate to have had my education. I went to public schools my entire life. I feel very strongly that as an American citizen, I need to give back to have a civic responsibility to give back. And as a result, I have become very active in all kinds of organizations. Like right now, we're in the process of doing a philanthropic organization to raise money to give to the various organizations within our neighborhood to help them out because everyone is having a tough time.
Right.
So it's very important to me that I've been blessed with being a citizen. I'm lucky to be in the United States, and I do need to give back. And even if it means like picking up trash on the street, which we do, that's the right thing to do. And obeying traffic laws, as if like a policeman is right behind me. I pretend there's a policeman behind me. I always pay attention. Well, maybe. Yes, sometimes.
Next question.
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel the process was worthwhile?
Oh, absolutely. I value my American citizenship. As a matter of fact, I have a great deal of friends who come from Argentina, who come from Cuba, and they are so thrilled to be in the United States because they have seen how they had no rights in their country and how fortunate they are to be able to become citizens, to have a voice and a vote. So, yes, I'm very thrilled to be a citizen.
Very nice. Almost done. 2 more questions. If you had to, would you do it again?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm very proud of several things. One of it is that my dad was very well informed about politics. And a lot of his friends would come and ask him when it was voting time, who should I vote for? And he would never tell them who they should vote for. What he would do is he present facts. He would say, this is what this candidate stands for. This is what this candidate stands for. Now you need to make a decision. Also, I have a right to keep who I vote for private if I choose. Mm-hmm. And I also have a right to say I have voted whomever I voted for. And I feel that once I do articulate who I have voted for, there are no repercussions. It's not as if I voted for one person, all of a sudden people are going to come storming at my door and carry me away.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of this freedom. One more question. This is the difficult one.
This is the one I made up.
Ooh, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I don't dance. I do not dance.
Last question. How did you get to the United States?
Oh my gosh. We came to the United States on a supply boat. We left the port of Naples, and we came in, and my dad wanted us to be here in September so that we could start school. Now, that's hurricane season. So anyway, as we leave Naples, we go through the Straits of Gibraltar, and this is when I became totally fascinated and in love with dolphins, because my mom was absolutely sick with motion sickness because of the boat. My sister and I and my 2 cousins, we sat by and we watched the dolphins as they followed us. They followed us all the way into half of the ocean. It was amazing. It was a rocky, horrible thing, but never having had ice cream as a kid, we were able to have ice cream. And then we came to the United States. The one regret is we didn't go through Ellis Island. We disembarked, not in Ellis Island, but my dad was there, and that's how we came on a boat, a cargo boat.
That's so crazy. Oh my gosh.
It is crazy. I could have said luxury liner, but that would have been lying, and we don't lie.
Well, those are all the questions I have. So thank you for answering them.
So what are you going to do with this now?